training from departments such as youth, children, etc. Simultaneously, while the pastoral intensives continue, the groundwork for establishing a church college, Phase 3, will be ongoing. It is our expectation that the vast outreach of the pastoral intensives will serve as a means from which to promote goodwill of the membership worldwide and cultivate a student body for the college. Our present online phase of the Tomlinson Center will continue as we plan to offer intensive classes. We envision offering 1 day a week, Tuesday or Thursday, as we hope to return to a campus-based program, which is Phase 3. The Tomlinson Center is committed to offer assistance in leadership development beyond accredited academia. Plea. There are schools and colleges that do commendable academic work, but are not assigned to keep the tenets of faith that are so important to keep in place for ministry and membership to practice. Therefore, it is very important to the survival of a belief structure, both doctrinally and governmentally, for the Church of God of Prophecy to form one centralized point of instruction for this leadership. The International Assembly is still the highest authority in interpreting Scripture, but there must be a department assigned to the responsibility to teach and instruct and about things the Assembly deemed important enough to agree upon. We are in danger of losing both our doctrinal unity and governmental structure. It is therefore incumbent upon us to form a centralized educational department for the task of developing ministry and leadership that will walk by the same belief system. This has always been a unifying factor among us as the Church of God of Prophecy. In other words, we must have a centralized cornerstone for our leadership to come to for instruction, encouragement, and fellowship while learning about the Church of God of Prophecy and its scope and purpose. Funding. Local church support. As shared in the informational report of the Church of God of Prophecy the Church College Task Force to the 93rd General Assembly of the Church of God of Prophecy in 2004, quote, "We are encouraged by the survey response of 1,222 pastors, 97% of which indicated that they would include a church college in their annual budget," end quote. We are delighted to share that some congregations are already faithfully supporting this cause financially on an ongoing basis. We have great examples in some of our faithful local churches, and if you're here, you just shout out if I say your name. Raleigh State Street Church in North Carolina. Maybe they're out raising money. Wadesboro, North Carolina. East Alton, Illinois. Thank you. Waynesburg, Pennsylvania. And these are just to name a few. These have been so faithful to send on a regular basis, investing in the church college. It is our hope, our fervent hope and belief that more local pastors and churches will soon add their financial support as well. Our Director of Development has spent the last 2 years developing fundraising strategies and establishing relationships with alumni and prospective donors. The results are over 500 Tomlinson College alumni, faculty, staff attended the 2006 alumni reunion, and we're having another one this Saturday at 6 p.m. at the hotel, and you can go by the booth for more information. Over 820 alumni, faculty, and staff have registered on the TomlinsonCollege.com website. Annual gifts, major gifts, endowments, and bequests will form the framework of our funding. Our chair will come and read the last section of the report.
Thank you, Dr. Carden. Honor to whom honor is due. The success that Tomlinson Center has realized over the past 2 years has a significant correlation to the leadership provided by our director, Dr. H.E. Carden. Dr. Carden has worked tirelessly in order to provide quality education to the constituency of this church. Additionally, he has provided vision and passion not only during the process of current developments of the Tomlinson Center, but also as we go forward in planning and in long-term goals. The board would like to give this assembly the opportunity to stand and express your appreciation to Dr. Carden for his leadership as the Tomlinson Center Director. Thank you. Respectfully submitted, Timothy A. Harper, Chairman, H.E. Carden, Secretary, Everton Campbell, Betty Fisher, L. Keith Lambert, Elias Rodriguez, Sophia Smith, Don Brock, and Phil Pruitt. I will turn it back to our moderator, Bishop Howard.
Thank you, Tomlinson Center Board. Of course, this is an information report for the Assembly that we want to keep the Assembly abreast of what our college is doing and the progress that they're making. We thank this group for the hard work that they are doing. The fact that every single semester the online courses have multiplied, the students have multiplied. And the scripture speaks about something that says, do not despise the day of your small, and I've lost track of the rest of that verse, our small things. You know that verse. And you know, if each semester they continued to multiply on into the next 25 years, you could only imagine how many students could be impacted, how many leaders would receive training, how many potential pastors would be developed through this ministry. And so we see that happening and forming as we continually push Tomlinson Center and all of our leadership development in the Church of God of Prophecy forward. So I would like for us today, since this is information only, we do not need a motion and a second, but in joint appreciation and adjournment, would you stand to your feet with me all around this auditorium, and let's give this group a cheer and be adjourned. God bless you, Tomlinson Center Board.